you know, and every item of clothing you wear gives yourself a vibe. It gives a memory, you know, like you think maybe, okay, this one shirt I wear won't completely change my character and make me feel, think, and act a certain different way. It's not gonna, this one shirt is not gonna make me a different person. But this one shirt and this one pair of pants and this one hat in particular with this one song playing in the background while I'm in this one very specific scenery feeling a certain way, that might make you a different fucking person. That might make you a different person. If you're asking, like, what do you mean? Like, I'm still me. I've got, like, there's so much more influences that make me who I am. Yeah, but how many of them are on and active right here and right now? Right? Like, there's this book called Thinking Fast and Thinking Slow. And basically the book's about, we have our conscious and our unconscious cues. Right? Our brain doesn't have the capacity to be thinking and taking in all the information and to be accessing all of our memories and saying this is what this means and this is how, because we ate toothpaste off the ground when we were in 3rd grade, how we're going to be acting right now. No, it just says, okay, what is relevant for this? What is relevant for this scenario? Well, let's go ahead and look at our scenario right now. What are we wearing? What are we feeling? What is our mood? What is our setting? And because of those context clues, our brain says, okay, this is the vibe. This is what, out of all of our long years of experience and memories, these are the specific memories and experiences we need to call forth, right? And that's where not just context clues, but cues and conditioning also come in, because maybe this is just a regular shirt, but maybe I've conditioned myself that every time I wear this, I act a certain way, right? Like, for instance, every time you wear certain shoes, it's like, oh, you're going to work. Like, these are my work boots. So the second I put on those boots, my brain says, oh, I remember this feeling of these boots. And some part of your brain starts to pick up the cue that, oh, we're in work mode, right? And then now couple that with your pants, with your setting, with your scenery, with the kind of conversation you're having with your peers, and a certain different kind of character comes out of you. A certain kind of character is going to say, this is my time to come forth, because we have a lot of character. And not all the time is all of it necessary. So your brain's constantly like, okay, what is the bare minimum of character, of experiences, of knowledge, of effort I need to bring forth? And so that's where I found the motivation to make sure my room was optimized with National Geographic magazines, with the books I want to be reading, with the personality I want to be developing, with the vision board of the goals I want to be creating and pushing my life towards, all the way to the top with the final goal for this phase. My brain is primed, it's warmed up every time I look up and I see these posters and pictures of the path I'm going to be going on. Like, it's just... So I ask you, like, what does your room look like? Look around. Is it messy? Right? And when you're in a messy environment, what are you typically doing? You're typically being a mess. Right? Are you not the one that made this mess? Are you not the person that says, yeah, this mess is acceptable to me? Yeah, this mess is something I'm used to. I'm used to having dirty... You know, like, what does that tell yourself? I'll let you decide, because it's personal to you, but what does that tell yourself? For me, it tells me, oh, I'm in not giving a fuck mode. I'm in 12-year-old phase mode, where all I care about is feeling good, being good, and doing the least amount of work my 12-year-old self can be. And so that's a part of me. And I have to understand those cues and what those context clues mean to me, and say, okay, I'm gonna still do my work in this messy environment. Or you can just say, okay, that's what that means, let me go ahead and create a better way. Like, what does a clean room mean? Like, oh, I've never had a clean room. Cool, it's a blank slate. Or, you know what does a room that smells of vanilla feel like, right? There's a quick fact. 70% of our memory is actually linked. They found this weird study in psychology that 70% of our memory is coupled with the same neurons that are linked with smell. And I don't know if it's because as we evolve in the ages, we find less of a need for our smell. Like, we're not dogs or apes hunting in the woods, you know? So we don't really need to that anymore. So we're just reprogramming that to process or to information processing and the memories. So that's my hypothesis. So what does that mean? If you change your smell, you might just change the amount of memories and what kind of memories you're cueing to the front of your frontal lobe. So yeah, I mean, I've got a bunch of candles over here, scented candles, that I use to bring me into different states, not just of mood, but of mind. Not just of mind, but of action. You know, it's like a vibe. Alright, so that's it. I just wanted to share with you guys the phase I'm on right now, and I wanted to make sure I left you with the knowledge that brought me to this phase. I should probably get back to this podcast. See you guys.